You're watching Blackhawk TV, simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television. My name is Nicholas Callis, and we've got a ball game for you. The first game of either the boys or the girls' regular season basketball schedule. It's Bethel Park opening its season playing against Elizabeth Forward. Basket up and good. Herseroth with the shot and good. Bethel Park missed. Rebound though. And a miss there as well. Elizabeth Forward gets the rebound. 2-0 is the score. Early on, there was one foul reported as well on Bethel Park's Evan Devine. And now a travel call. Elizabeth Forward up 2-0 early on. Elizabeth Forward, a part of Class 4A Section 3, played in that section last season as well. Finished third in its section with a 6-4 section record, 14-8 overall. About a minute into this game, Bethel Park trying to drive, and a whistle stops play. The attempted shot was by Michael Bruckner, and the official is going to have possession change. Elizabeth Forward going to inbound. 2-0, Elizabeth Forward up early and now dribbling across court. That's Tyler Basic. Over middle of the court, there's Daniel Spence. And Basic for three from the right wing, and he drains it. 3 points for Basic. That extends Elizabeth Forward's lead. 5-0. Bethel Park still yet to get on the scoreboard. Now Bethel Park on offense, dribbling, but a contested ball there, and Elizabeth Forward steals, but Bethel Park steals it right back. Shot up from just inside the arc, missed, rebounded by Elizabeth Forward, and a quick transition for James Guile, who lays it up from the right lane, and it's good. His first 2 points of the game, 7-0 Elizabeth Forward on a run, a minute and a half into this game. Bethel Park slowing it down just a little bit. William Thomas had it. And now it's Parisi who's dribbling around, tries for a shot up against the baseline, and he missed, but a rebound, shot, and good for Joseph Parisi, who was fouled on the shot. James Guile hit with the foul, his first personal. That's Elizabeth Forward's first team foul of the quarter. And an and one opportunity for the sophomore Parisi from 15 feet away, off the front of the rim, and then it went in from the backboard. An extra point there, 3 points for Parisi, and Bethel Park is on the board. It's 7-3. Now Elizabeth Forward is dribbling, now to the right wing, and a three attempt is drained by Daniel Spence. That's his first points of the game. Second three made by Elizabeth Forward. They're up 10-3, and now a whistle stops play. So for right now, we'll change that to a 2. The official scoreboard has 10-2, so we'll just wait and see until they fix it. No, now they changed it. Okay, it's 10-3. That was right. There's Michael Bruckner in the wing corner. Over to Jack Bruckner, his cousin. Back to Michael Bruckner. On the right wing, he's dribbling, looking for a shot, finds an opening from beyond the arc, but misses off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Oren Turoski, who newly entered into the game, and a three attempt miss there by Bethel Park. That was a shot attempt by Jude Hamill. So he missed. Elizabeth Forward now on offense. They have a 7-point lead with 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and a whistle stops play. And it looks like they called a travel, so possession will change back to Bethel Park. Bethel Park last season was, I said that weirdly. They finished third in Class 5A Section 1. They had a 6-4 section record. They went 15-14 overall. Made the playoffs, lost in the WPIL quarterfinals, and then won a few consolation games, enough to get them to the state playoffs, but they lost in the quarterfinals of those rounds. Bethel Park on offense now. Hamill to Bruckner in the wing corner. He drives the left baseline and got fouled on the way up. Daniel Spence called for a foul, his first personal. That's the second team foul of the quarter for Elizabeth Forward, and 2 free throws for Michael Bruckner. He drains the first. Michael Bruckner, a junior on this team, a pivotal piece of the Bethel Park baseball team last season. A versatile player, can play the corner, infield, or outfield position there. Listed as a forward on this boys basketball roster and listed at 6'4", tall for a high schooler. Second shot's good, 2 free throws drained, 2 points for him in this game, and Bethel Park has cut the lead in half. And a whistle stops play there as Elizabeth Forward is trying to get something going. So Michael Bruckner called with a foul. His first, Bethel Park's second of the quarter. And a steal attempt there. Bethel Park keeps it in bounds. Look at that. That was William Sabatis who played a bit of a heavy pressure there to Elizabeth Ford, but they regained possession. A 3 attempt there by Daniel Spence, but he missed. Bethel Park gets the rebound, and here comes Hamill, who's being pressed in the backcourt. Bethel Park's got to get it over, and they indeed do. Now they're on offense. A 3 attempt made from the left wing. It's missed by Evan Devine, and now a whistle stops play as Elizabeth Ford is trying to get back on offense. Will Sabatis called with a foul, his first personal. That's Bethel Park's third of the quarter. Again, being contested heavily in the backcourt is Elizabeth Ford, but they get it across. 5-point game, just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter, 8-minute quarters in Pennsylvania high school basketball. Elizabeth Forward dribbling on offense. They're being tightly contested, but there's no shot clock in high school basketball in Pennsylvania. And a whistle stops play as a shot was attempted there by James Guile. And Bethel Park's going to gain possession after that call by the officials. 3:42 left, first quarter. These two teams this year not even in the same classification. Elizabeth Forward is in 4A. They're in Section 3 this year, just like they were last year. Bethel Park last season, as Michael Bruckner goes up and makes that layup. 4 points for him. Bethel Park trails 10-7 now. Bethel Park was in Class 5A Section 1 last season. They've moved to Section 3 now. Still going to play some similar opponents that they did last season. I think teams like Ringgold, Trinity, Peters Township, and Thomas Jefferson. Giles made that shot. 4 points for him in total. 5 for him. And it's now 13-7. Bethel Park trails. Shot up and a foul on the shot. It was attempted by Sabatis. And the official signaled for a foul as soon as that ball hit the rim. James Guile already with 2 personal fouls. In high school, it's 5 for a foul out, so he's already at 2, just about halfway there. And since that was a shooting foul, Sabatis is going to get 2 free throws. His first one is up and good. 1 point for him. Bethel Park now trailing by 5. Just under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. That's good. 2 points for Sabatis. Bethel Park has made it now a 4-point game after giving up a 7-0 run to start this game. And now whistle stops play, timeout called by Elizabeth, not a timeout called. The official pointed for a foul. That's a blocking foul on Rodriguez for Elizabeth Forward. His first personal. Elizabeth Forward with 4 now in the quarter. And Bethel Park goes back to offense. Jude Hamill with it, a 6-foot junior. Pass inside, but it's stolen away. And now Elizabeth Forward on the dribble inside and a miss, but rebounded by Elizabeth Forward and then stolen away by Hamill of Bethel Park. It was Herschelroth who was trying to shoot both those shots. He got his own rebound. But then Bethel Park just stole it away. So foul called there on Herschelroth, his first personal. Elizabeth Forward with 5 team fouls in the quarter, and with that, Bethel Park is in double bonus time automatically. And so 2 free throws coming to Jude Hamill. Again, he's a junior, 6 foot, listed as a guard. Bethel Park trailing by 4 points. First free throw's up and good. Hamill's first point of this game. Second one's up and good. He's perfect from the line on 2 attempts. And Bethel Park now is trailing by just 2. Here comes Elizabeth forward up the court. Over to the right wing corner. Elizabeth forward moving the ball. And a layup attempt. But aggressive defense by Bethel Park. That was shot and missed by Daniel Spence. Now Bethel Park quickly on offense, and a 3 misses everything. But rebounded well. Outside the right baseline, and a foul called with play stopping there was Turowski, who saved that one for a second, and a missed shot by William Thomas. Bethel Park ultimately loses possession with a foul being called there. That foul was called on William Sabatis, his second personal foul. That's Bethel Park's 4th of the quarter, so one more foul committed by Bethel Park, and that will put both teams in bonus time. Elizabeth forward's already reached 5 team fouls this quarter. Minute 40 left, first quarter. Elizabeth forward on offense, and a shot from inside the left wing corner misses, and again getting his own rebound. That's Elizabeth forward's Rodriguez, Minor Rodriguez. And after all of that scrum, a whistle stops play, and Bethel Park will get possession. But a minute and a half left in the first quarter. Here comes Bethel Park. On offense, pass out to the left wing corner, and a Hamill 3 attempt is good. Hamill with 5 points now, and that gives Bethel Park a 1-point lead with about a minute left in the first quarter. Shot from just outside the arc, missed, and Bethel Park gets the rebound. Bethel Park now back on offense. A dribble into the left lane and a miss altogether. It looked like a blocked shot. Bethel Park will retain possession, but that was William Thomas who missed that shot. And with that stoppage in play, a substitution for Elizabeth forward. Anthony Mano, a 5'10" senior, comes into the game. And now Bethel Park will inbound from that right baseline. Pass in and stolen away immediately from Bethel Park's Camden Smearman, and Elizabeth forward tried a shot quickly, but it missed. It was missed by Rodriguez and then rebounded and put in by Buick. His first 2 points of the game. It's now 15-14, Elizabeth forward back on top. And a missed pass there, attempt from Turowski to Smearman, and Smearman just let it go in between his hands, didn't look it all the way in, went out of bounds. Elizabeth forward will take over possession. 38 seconds left first quarter, and it's a 1-point game. Elizabeth forward leading right now. Bethel Park in double bonus time. Elizabeth forward 1 foul away from being in double bonus time. No shot clock in high school basketball, so they can, as long as they move the ball, they can continue as long as they need to without taking a shot. Bethel Park with aggressive pressing defense there, but dribbled away well by Elizabeth forward. On offense now, that's Spence who has it. Dribbles away from one defender, shoots it from about 10 feet away and makes it. Spence with 5 points now, and a Hail Mary shot missed by Bethel Park. And the first quarter comes to a close. 17-14 is the score. Bethel Park is trailing Elizabeth forward going into quarter number 2. So there's the quick summary from that first quarter. Leading scorer for Elizabeth forward, there's 2. Daniel Spence has 5. He made a 3 on his first shot and then a 2 to get to 5. James Guile did it the other way around, made a 2 and then made a 3 to get to 5. Guile with 2 personal fouls right now for Elizabeth forward. He has the most. Elizabeth forward got Bethel Park into double bonus by fouling too much in that first quarter. Bethel Park had 4 players go to the free throw line in that first quarter. And right now Bethel Park's leading scorer is Jude Hamill, who has 2 free throws and a 3-point shot made. In that first quarter, he has 5 in total. Michael Bruckner a close second with 4. Eight minutes back on the clock, second quarter, about to begin. On the court, Bethel Park right now has Thomas, Michael Bruckner, Jack Bruckner, Joseph Parisi, and Braden Bruckner. So 2 brothers and a cousin. 3 Bruckners on the court for Bethel Park. Inbounding for Elizabeth forward is Justin Flournoy. And he inbounds it to Herschelroth, who dribbles it across court now to the left wing. There's Basic. Inside pass and an open Flournoy, who makes it for a 2-point basket. His first 2 points of the game. Elizabeth forward up by 5. Bethel Park quick to get on offense. And a dribble inside. Aggressive defense by Elizabeth forward. Missed shot, but a whistle stops play. Flournoy called for a foul, his first personal foul, first of the quarter for Elizabeth forward, and it was a floor foul, so no shots to be taken. Bethel Park will inbound. Thomas inbounds, and now it's inside. Dribbling the right baseline is Parisi. He passes out. Parisi with it back now on the right wing to Bruckner, Braden Bruckner. He has it stolen away. Elizabeth forward quickly on offense, and a whistle stops play. No shot. It was a floor foul committed on Tyler Basic, and now the official will make the report on who committed the foul. William Thomas called for the foul, his first personal. That's Bethel Park's first team foul of the quarter. In Pennsylvania high school basketball, it's 5 fouls per quarter for an automatic double bonus time opportunity. Inside layup made by Hesselroth, his third and fourth points of the game. And Elizabeth forward is now up 21-14. Bethel Park getting back on offense, still struggling though, being pressed heavily, and a whistle stops play as Parisi went up for the shot and missed. But a foul reported. Anthony Mano called for the foul, his first personal. It's Elizabeth forward's second team foul of the quarter, and it was a shooting foul, so Parisi back to the line. He converted an and one opportunity back in the first quarter. Here he is now with 2 free throw opportunities. First one's in. 4 points for Parisi, and so far he's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Second one's off the rim, off the backboard, and good. Now it's 21-16. Bethel Park chipping into that lead, but Elizabeth forward has been playing strong through this first half so far. Inside dribble stolen away by Bethel Park. Braden Bruckner got in there. Now Bethel Park loses its possession on an attempted quick turnaround there. It was just fumbled. And out of bounds. It was Parisi who tried to get it. Couldn't secure it, went out of bounds, and now Parisi going to be relieved for Evan Devine, one of the 5 starters for Bethel Park in this game. 6:35 left in the second quarter. Second quarter of play, Bethel Park trailing. And now a 3 attempt, Elizabeth forward, in and out. Shot attempt by Mano, but rebounded well by Flournoy. Now Elizabeth forward, aggressive on offense. A block there by Devine. Elizabeth forward still maintaining possession, though. Inside spinning dribble, good defense by Bethel Park, but Hesselroth, no problem for him though. That's his 6th point of the game. And now Elizabeth forward up 23-16. A whistle stop play as Bethel Park tried to get in there on offense, and a foul to be reported. Anthony Mano, no points so far in the game, but 2 personal fouls for him. Elizabeth forward with 3 now in the quarter. There's about 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Bethel Park trailing by 7 points. Whistle stops play as Michael Bruckner was dribbling. And the official going to report a foul. Bruckner called for an offensive foul, his second personal, Bethel Park's second team foul of the quarter. Now Elizabeth forward will take back over on offense. Three attempt swished by Tyler Basic. 2 threes made by him, and now Bethel Park quickly back on offense. They've been struggling to keep possession when they've tried to transition, and now a jump ball. It was in between Flournoy and Sabatis. Flournoy of Elizabeth forward, Sabatis of Bethel Park. So contested possession called. And Bethel Park gets benefit of possession there. Bethel Park trailing by 10 points with about 5.5 minutes left in this second quarter. Sabatis inbounds. Dribble inside, a trip and a fall. And a foul to be reported. It was Jack Bruckner who was trying to get in and drive for the hoop. Flournoy, 2 fouls in this quarter, 2 personal fouls tallied overall on his score line. 4 fouls by Elizabeth forward now in this quarter. And Sabatis will try to inbound again. He does successfully to Jack Bruckner. Bruckner tries to drive, blocked though, finds an open man, and it's Devine who shoots and makes a 3. Devine, his first 3 points of the game, and now Bethel Park is right back to a 7-point game. It's 26-19. And Elizabeth forward drives and misses. That was Basic who tried that shot, rebounded by Bruckner, and his pass eludes the grasp of Braden Bruckner, his brother. Goes out of bounds, and Bethel Park again turns the ball over. And they've struggled with that so far through this game. They're just turning the ball over when they try to transition back to offense. Elizabeth forward has made more of their opportunities, and Elizabeth forward right now up by 7 as a result. Herschel Roth drives, gets fouled, and makes the basket. So give him 8 points now on his scoreline. That increases Elizabeth forward's lead to 28-19. And Herschel Roth will have an opportunity to make it a 10-point game with this and 1 opportunity. He did miss. Still a 9-point game. Bethel Park goes back on offense, moving quickly as it has all game when it's transitioned to offense. Shot there by Bruckner, missed. Rebounded by Michael Bruckner from Braden Bruckner, and Michael Bruckner had his shot blocked by Herschel Roth of Elizabeth forward. They take it back on offense, and then it's stolen from Elizabeth forward. Jack Bruckner takes it for Bethel Park. 4.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Stutter step there by Sabatis, drives in, tries for a layup and missed. Rebounded by Tyler Basic. And he'll be a bit slower as he takes it across half court. Now dribbles past Braden Bruckner. And a pass out. 3 attempt is missed by Daniel Spence. And a whistle stops play as Bethel Park got the rebound. Devine came down with the rebound, and as soon as he did, Bethel Park called a timeout. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left in the second quarter. Bethel Park trails by 9 points. You're watching Bethel Park Public Access Television. This is a simulcast on BPTV, but this is officially Blackhawk TV on YouTube. You can subscribe. Go to Blackhawk TV 412. Just search it in that YouTube bar, and you can find it. Watch it anywhere from any device that you have that is compatible with YouTube. You could try a web browser, but the app's the most recommended way to use that if you're using a phone or a tablet. And, of course, you have BPTV, Comcast 21, Verizon 32. And there you see the starters there. Those were the players that started for both teams. Not the current players on the court now, though. Although Herschel Roth has been in the game, and he's been an impact player for them. You saw him. He was one of the 5 starters for Elizabeth forward. He has 8 points right now. That leads all scorers among players who have scored for both teams. Bethel Park's highest scorer, well, there's 2 of them, but 5 is the high for Bethel Park by an individual right now. Jude Hamill has 5, and Joseph Parisi has 5. Bethel Park has just turned the ball over too many times trying to get the ball back on offense, and that's been their biggest struggle so far. Not a completely insurmountable lead, though. 9 points, not impossible to come back from, but they're going to have to make up some of those points with a little over an entire half to go. Braden Bruckner with it now, and it's poked away by Tyler Basic of Elizabeth forward. Now it's in the backcourt. Braden Bruckner spins to get back across court, and a steal immediately by Elizabeth forward. Herschel Roth comes up, lays it up, and it's good. First double-digit scorer is Hershelroth, who's up to 10 points now. He leads all scorers, and Elizabeth Forward up to 30 points now. Bethel Park one away from 20. They trail by 11. 3:40 left, second quarter. 8-minute quarters in high school basketball in Pennsylvania. Jack Bruckner to inbound, and it's found by Parisi, who passes out, and an attempt for three is successful by Braden Bruckner. His first points of the game on that shot, in Bethel Park now trailing by 8. Stolen away by Braden Bruckner. Tries for a breakaway shot, and it's good. Within 3 seconds of each other, Braden Bruckner makes 2 individual shots, totaling 5 points, and Bethel Park just like that now trails by 6. Pass out to the right wing, and it's missed by James Guile. Bethel Park gets back on offense, and a whistle stops play. A carry called on Bethel Park's Evan Devine, which creates a turnover. Elizabeth Forward slow to get back to offense from the backcourt. Just under 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Basic dribbles to offense. He's at the top of the key. Gets a screen and tries for a three. He missed, though. Bethel Park tries for the rebound and gets it. And a heavy pass. Michael Bruckner gets it on the right wing, and it's poked away by Tyler Basic. Out of bounds off him. Bethel Park will inbound from that far sideline. Here's Braden Bruckner. Over to Devine. Devine tries to pass it under the hoop, but it's stolen away. Heavily guarded was that pass, and Elizabeth Forward gets back on offense. Daniel Spence with it now, top of the key, over to Basic, who shoots it from the right elbow and misses. Rebounded by Bruckner, over to Parisi under the hoop, and he is fouled on his drive. Daniel Spence, second personal foul for him. 5 team fouls now for Elizabeth Forward, and with 5 team fouls, Bethel Park is in double bonus time. So every foul, whether it's floor, shooting, whatever, Bethel Park will automatically get 2 free throws for every foul committed by Elizabeth Forward for the rest of the quarter. Parisi's the one at the line, and he misses his first. Parisi now 3 for 4 at the line. He made his first 3 free throws. One was an and-one conversion, and the other 2 were made just on 2 straight attempts. He's got 5 points in the game right now. Parisi, second attempt is off the front of the rim, so he missed both shots. And Elizabeth Ford got the rebound, but then Michael Bruckner stole it away and protects it with his body as a coach called a timeout. So Bethel Park uses its second timeout. And we'll huddle up with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Bethel Park with a new coach, Rico Abodanza, in his first season. Assisted by Josh Kaczynski and Jose Ramirez del Toro. Elizabeth Forward, before this game, this is its first game of the season, but they played before this in the MVI Shootout Classic at South Allegheny. Lost to South Allegheny but beat Thomas Jefferson, so they went 1-1 in that tournament. Bethel Park, this is its first game at all. They haven't played in any tournaments yet. They're going to play on Friday against a few different opponents in the Upper St. Clair basketball tournament. So a lot of free tournaments you'll see in December, especially around the time Christmas comes around and the rest of the holidays at the end of the year. You'll see a lot of these tournaments get played before the regular season really kicks in January and February, and you see teams trying to earn their way to playoff spots in the WPIAL. Ball stolen away by Elizabeth Forward. Heavy pressure by Braden Bruckner, but to no avail. Elizabeth Forward gets it across court. And a long three attempt made. That had to be about 21 feet away from the basket. Shot good by Tyler Basic. Basic has only made threes in this game. That's his third triple. He's got 9 points in total. Elizabeth Forward up by 9 points now with 1:40 left in the second quarter. And after that basket was made, Elizabeth Forward called a timeout. Elizabeth Forward has 4 timeouts left. Bethel Park with 3. Bethel Park in double bonus time. Elizabeth Forward has fouled 5 times in this quarter. In the entire game, no Elizabeth Forward player has gone over 2 personal fouls so far. Same can be said for Bethel Park. Bethel Park still doesn't have an individual over 5 points. 3 players can say that now. Braden Bruckner, Joseph Parisi, and Jude Hamill. They all have 5. Leading scorer is Hershelroth for Elizabeth Forward again. He has 10 points now in the game. Tyler Basic a close second with 9. Bethel Park has turned the ball over many times in this game. And that's a big reason why they're trailing by 9 points. A whistle stops play, a foul to be reported. Basic called with a 4-4. Wow. English, excuse me. Basic called for a floor foul. It's his first personal. Elizabeth Ford already made it to 5, so this will be 2 automatic free throws for Braden Bruckner, and he drains the first. He's now Bethel Park's leading scorer with 6 points. Couple substitutions for Elizabeth Ford. 2 players enter the game. One of those players, Daniel Spence. And the other, James Guile. Both original starters for Elizabeth Ford. They've come back off the bench and they will be continuing to play. Second shot is missed off the back of the rim. A whistle stops play as Parisi tried to get the rebound. And Bethel Park's going to get possession back with about 1:35 left in the second quarter. Pass inside and a jumping shot is missed. Rebounded by Thomas. Pass out and Parisi with a 3 attempt. It's good. Parisi is now the leading scorer for Bethel Park. He's got 8. That was his first 3 made of the game. And Bethel Park trailing 33-28 now. And Elizabeth Forward trying to get something on offense. But a whistle stops play. Tyler Basic is trying to drive in there. William Thomas called for the foul, his second personal, and Bethel Park with now 4 in the quarter. Inbound, weak shot there by Guile is missed, rebounded by Bethel Park, and here they come back on offense. Michael Bruckner out to the wing corner, and a juke move made. Thomas passed out to Michael Bruckner, who missed, rebounded by Parisi, who is being heavily contested. Under a minute left now in the second quarter. Shot up there by Thomas, misses everything, and rebounded by Elizabeth Forward. Buick got the rebound, and now Hershelroth just dribbles slowly at the top of the key before passing it. Drive in is stopped. And now a bit of a fumbled dribble there, stolen by Bethel Park. Jude Hamill had it, passed it, and a basket made by William Thomas. Thomas with his first 2 points of the game, and Bethel Park now trailing by 3. Elizabeth Forward. Quick transition to offense and a basket made by Spence, his 7th points of the game. It's now 35-30. 15 seconds left in the quarter. And a flailed layup missed by Will Thomas. And the officials called it out of bounds as Tarowski tried to make a hero save there. Elizabeth Forward will inbound with 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Hershelroth passes out. There's Spence. Spence on the wing to Hershelroth in the corner. 1 second. Desperation 3. Then the quarter is missed by Tyler Basic. And that'll do it. The first quarter has come to a conclusion, as has the second quarter. That makes it a half. One half in the books. Bethel Park is trailing 35-30. Halftime going to be about 10 minutes. Quick recap for you. Bethel Park's three leading scorers, Parisi with 8 as of right now, Braden Bruckner with 6. And Jude Hamill has 5 after one half. For Elizabeth forward, they've got some high scores. Cy Herschelroth with 10 points, Tyler Basic with 9, and Daniel Spence with 7. Second half coming up next. My name is Nicholas Callis. Want to give some credit to our crew that's been nice enough to work on this rather chilly Tuesday night. John doing the directing. Ryder running the camera. Linus on graphics. Anthony Veltri back at BPTV getting this game on television for you. Second half coming up next. My name is Nicholas Callis. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube. This is coverage of Bethel Park boys basketball, and you're watching the simulcast on Bethel Park Public Access Television, Comcast 21, and Verizon 32. My name is Nicholas Callis. This is coverage of Bethel Park High School boys basketball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. We got a simulcast going on as well on cable TV, Bethel Park Public Access Television, Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. We're doing most regular season games this season. The only one we're going to miss in the regular season is on December 12th when the girls team plays Trinity. But every other game we're doing, home or away, Bethel Park Public Access Television and Blackhawk TV going to be there to cover it. Third quarter's underway, Bethel Park and Elizabeth Forward. This is the first normal regular season game for these two teams. Elizabeth Forward did play in a South Allegheny tournament to start the year. They went 1-1 in that tournament, but those don't really feel super official. This is just a straight-up game on the schedule. These two teams are separated by a classification. Elizabeth Forward in Class 4A, Bethel Park in Class 5A. Contested possession there and a layup attempt by Elizabeth Forward's James Guile. He made the basket and a foul reported. Evan Devine called for the foul, his second personal, Bethel Park's first team foul of the quarter, and since Guile made the basket, after getting fouled, he gets to attempt one free throw. He missed, but Elizabeth Forward gets its own rebound. Spence, cross court, three attempt made by Tyler Basic. Tyler Basic, second double-digit scorer for Elizabeth Forward. He's made all threes in this game. He's up to 12 points now. Michael Bruckner had that shot blocked, and a three from the corner is missed. And Spence rebounds for Elizabeth Forward before being pulled by both Devine and Jack Bruckner of Bethel Park. And contested possession called. Bethel Park gets the benefit of that. Bethel Park will inbound from this left baseline. A 10-point game with about 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Bethel Park trying to conduct some offense, but shot there missed, rebounded by Flournoy. And now Elizabeth Forward on offense, under 7 minutes left now in the third quarter. Three attempt, a long one, attempted and missed by Tyler Basic. Bethel Park got the rebound. Parisi got the rebound, now Bethel Park on offense, and Will Thomas with a shot, and it's good. So the layup good and one after the foul. Justin Flournoy called for the foul, his third personal. That's Elizabeth Forward's first team foul of the quarter. It's an 8-point game. Thomas gets this and one opportunity. And it's in and out, no good. So Will Thomas misses the opportunity for a bonus point. Now Elizabeth Forward on offense. So Flournoy with three. Just a reminder that if one individual player commits 5 fouls throughout a game, that player is removed from the game. Basic missed that layup. Bethel Park rebounds. Long pass in and missed the intended receiver, Joseph Parisi, and flung into the student section for Bethel Park. So clock stops, 6 minutes, 24 seconds, and resumes on that inbound. Into the corner, three attempt is missed by Mitchell Vuick. Now Bethel Park on offense, and a whistle stops play as Devine drive the hoop. Foul to be reported. It's on Tyler Basic. Tyler Basic, second personal foul for him. That's 2 team fouls in the quarter now for Elizabeth Forward. 5 team fouls puts team in automatic double bonus time, which will allow an automatic 2 free throws on any foul, even one on the floor. Devine makes his first foul shot. That's 4 points in total for him. Second one coming. Second one a little more dramatic, but it sinks through. 5 points in total for Devine, and it's back to a 6-point game. Bethel Park hasn't led since the end of the first quarter. Two teams are going back and forth in the mid-teens, but Elizabeth Forward pulled away. Is that three made by Daniel Spence? Now 3 double-digit scores for Elizabeth Ford. That's the 10th points for Daniel Spence scored by him in this game. Elizabeth Ford started this game going on a 7-0 run. Bethel Park made up that difference, but has not yet come back from Elizabeth Ford pulling away at the end of the first quarter. Pinball of a basketball that eventually goes out of bounds, and possession awarded to Bethel Park. And after that, ball going out of bounds, Bethel Park will enter a substitution into the game. That's William Sabatis re-entering. 4 players with at least 2 fouls for Elizabeth Forward so far in this game. Again, 5 is the foul out. 3 attempt missed by Devine, rebounded by Elizabeth Forward. Tyler Basic passes to Herschelroth. And inside, Herschelroth missed. Michael Bruckner with the rebound, being heavily pressured though, and he does get a pass off to Thomas. And Thomas passes to an open Jack Bruckner who missed. Rebounded by Sabatis, and tripping and slipping there, Michael Bruckner. He's on the ground, and a whistle stops play. The officials call Bruckner for a travel. He slipped and didn't dribble as he fell to the ground. That's a tough call there, but certainly one that's accurate and consistent. So Elizabeth Forward takes over. 43-34, Elizabeth Forward leads. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Herschelroth over to the top of the key. There's Basic. He's being double teamed. Bethel Park running a zone defense. And a jump there, a pass from Buick. Blocked by Will Thomas. Ball goes out of bounds. Elizabeth Ford will retain possession since it was tipped off of a Bethel Park player. Basic to inbound for Elizabeth Forward, with the Elizabeth Forward Warriors leading by 9 points. Herschelroth over to Daniel Spence, to Tyler Basic. And Elizabeth Forward can afford to just dribble and pass the ball around. There's no shot clock in high school basketball in Pennsylvania, so as long as they keep moving, they're not going to get called for any violations. There's Guile, top of the key, being guarded tightly, and now some open space for Spence, who tries for the layup, and he missed it. Michael Bruckner gets the rebound. 4 minutes left, third quarter. Strong dribble in, pass out, Jack Bruckner layup. Little floater that missed. And rebounded by Tyler Basic, and Bethel Park. Missed opportunity again there. Elizabeth Forward will take it back across court, and a 3 attempt for Spence is good. 3 3-pointers for Spence, his 13th points of the game. And he is now Elizabeth Ford's leading scorer. Shot attempt missed by Evan Devine, and a whistle stops play as Jack Bruckner came down with the basketball, and a foul reported. 2 players in relative foul trouble right now, Justin Flournoy and Daniel Spence. Daniel Spence just got called for that foul, his 3rd personal. Elizabeth Ford with 3 team fouls now in the quarter. Bethel Park will retain possession and go back to an offensive pursuit here. Michael Bruckner sends it up for 3, and he missed. And a rebound by Daniel Spence. Dribbles quickly across court, being double teamed. Gets it to Flournoy. Justin Flournoy inside with plenty of space. And a routine layup. A routine layup for Justin Flournoy. He's got 4 points now. And with that, a timeout called. Timeout called by Bethel Park. 2 timeouts left for Bethel Park in this game. Elizabeth Forward up 48-34 in this third quarter. Elizabeth Forward, a part of Class 4A, Section 3. They had a first-round exit to North Catholic last season. Finished third in section with a 6-4 section record. They went 14-8 overall. Several familiar faces returning to Class 4A Section 3. Bell Vernon being one of those teams. I think I spoke too soon. It's actually only one familiar face. Bell Vernon, the only team that is still a part of Class 4A Section 3. The others not in that section of the standings this season. I just saw Bell Vernon there first and assumed there'd be more. No, there's only one. Only one team. So Bell Vernon and Elizabeth Ford, the only two teams still in Class 4A Section 3. Bethel Park moved to section this season. They were a part of Class 5A Section 1, and now they're a part of Class 5A Section 3. They've got the familiar faces here. Thomas Jefferson, Peters Township, Trinity, Ringgold, all still teams that they're going to play in section with. It's just a different section. Now it's 3 instead of 1. And the whistle stops play as Bethel Park was on an offensive pursuit. Flournoy called for his 4th personal foul, so one more and he will be removed from the game. 5 is a foul out in Pennsylvania high school basketball. And Flournoy will be substituted for. To protect him from being removed from the game, in comes Jacob Peterson, a 6-foot sophomore. Bethel Park on offense, and whistle stops play as Bethel Park attempted a drive there. Anthony Mano called for the foul. And that is now 3 players for Elizabeth Forward with at least 3 individual fouls. Elizabeth Forward has also reached 5 in the quarter, so Bethel Park in double bonus time. And the foul victim will shoot 2. And that's William Sabatis, who makes his first. All of his points so far have been from the free throw line, and he's a perfect 3 for 3 with one more attempt to come here. Second one's good. So 4 points for Sabatis. And Bethel Park now trailing by 12. It's 48-36 and a steal. Sabatis, hard drive in. Herschel Roth on the guarding there, on the defense, and it ends with a foul. Herschel Roth called with his 2nd individual foul of the game. That's Elizabeth Ford's 6th team foul, but they've already reached 5, so Bethel Park in double bonus. And Sabatis again will go to the line, and he made 1 of 2 there. That's 5 for him. An opportunity for a 6th point of this game coming up here. That's good. 6 points, all from the free throw line for Will Sabatis, and Bethel Park back within 10. About 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter, and a whistle stops play as Herschel Roth is trying to drive for a shot there. Will Sabatis called with a foul. That's his 3rd personal, and Bethel Park's 2nd team foul of the quarter. First one missed. Herschel Roth has been at the line one other time. He had a shot to convert an and one, and he missed. He's still one of the leading scorers for Elizabeth Ford in this game. He has 10. And with that make, he's at 11. 1 of 3 from the free throw line, and a leading scorer for Elizabeth Ford with 11 points. 49-38, Elizabeth Ford leads, and a whistle stops play for some substitutions before Bethel Park inbounds. Bethel Park on offense, Jack Bruckner over to Evan Devine. Tries to dribble in, guarded heavily though, so a pass out to Sabatis, top of the key for Jack Bruckner. Bruckner, handoff, or a fake handoff at the right wing. Or the left wing, excuse me. Either way, a whistle stops play and a foul to be reported. Matthew Gatto, a new entry into the game, fouls for the first time individually. And Elizabeth Forward already over 5 team fouls in the quarter, so double bonus opportunity for Bethel Park. First one missed. Jack Bruckner at the line for the first time today. He has no points. And with that first miss, he's still at 0. Second attempt is good. 1 point for Jack Bruckner. A 10-point game again. It's 49-39. Bethel Park trails. Under 2 minutes left, third quarter. And a 3 attempt is made. Daniel Spence has made 4 threes in this game. He's got 16 individual points now. Bethel Park quick to get back on offense, and again they turn it over. Ball rebounded, and Elizabeth Forward. Herschelroth on the drive. He missed the shot, but a foul is being reported. Evan Devine caught with a foul, his third personal. That's Bethel Park's third team foul of the quarter, and since that was a shooting foul, Herschelroth will get another opportunity. 1 for 3 at the line today, and now he's 2 for 4 with that make. 12 points for him. Herschelroth tied with the second most points among Elizabeth Forward scorers. Daniel Spence is the leader with 16. Tyler Basic, the other player, with 12. It's really been 3 main scorers for Elizabeth Forward, with some role players being involved as well. Second one missed. Elizabeth Forward almost got the rebound through Matthew Gatto, but Bethel Park ended up stealing it back. Here comes Devine inside, and layup's good. 7 points for Devine. It's 53-41. Bethel Park still trailing. Herschelroth across half court, being guarded heavily. Does a cross, tries to get some space, couldn't find it, but passes out to an open Gatto who missed. Rebounded, though, by Spence, and he puts it through. Daniel Spence continues to muster points. He's the scoring leader for both teams with 18 right now, and contested possession called under Elizabeth Forward's hoop. And with that stoppage in play, Bethel Park enters a couple substitutions. Jude Hamill back into the game with Braden Bruckner. Bruckner bounce pass to him. He's on the left wing, dribbles, tries to get inside the middle, finds some space, and misses the shot, but a whistle stops play, and a foul is called. Caden Allen called for the foul. Freshman, his first personal. Elizabeth Forward has already reached 5 in this quarter, so double bonus means Braden Bruckner will get an automatic 2 free throws. He missed the first. He is 1 of 3 now from the line. And with that miss, he's 1 of 4. Elizabeth Forward gets the rebound. Gatto rebounded it, fumbles it a bit, and Bethel Park gets the steal. Michael Bruckner got it back. Braden Bruckner tried for the shot, and it was blocked initially, but then a whistle stopped play. A foul is going to be announced. Matthew Gatto, a new participant in this game, already with 2 individual fouls. Bethel Park already in double bonus. Braden Bruckner, who was fouled, will try again from the free throw line, and the first one misses there. 4 free attempts at points were missed by Braden Bruckner in this game so far. 1 of 5 from the line. A 6th attempt coming here, and that one's good. 7 points in total for him. He is now 2 of 6 from the line. Elizabeth Forward back on offense. Double dribble. Called on Tyler Basic, and a turnover. Bethel Park with possession back. About 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 55-42 is the score. Jude Hamill to inbound. Here's Sabatis coming up court into the corner for Michael Bruckner, who gets an elbow in there, finds some space, passes out, and a 3 attempt is made. Jude Hamill with 8 points now, his second 3 of the game made there, and a whistle stops play. as Tyler Basic had the basketball. Braden Bruckner called for a foul. His first personal, Bethel Park's fourth of the quarter. And a couple substitutions for Elizabeth Forward. Now back into the game, James Guile and Justin Flournoy. Elizabeth Forward inbounds, 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Tyler Basic dribbles, top of the key being guarded heavily, 3 seconds left, and with that a foul called. So Elizabeth Forward was attempting an offensive play there. Jack Bruckner called on the foul. Bruckner's second personal foul, and that was the 5th team foul for Bethel Park. So now Elizabeth Forward in double bonus time for the short remainder of the quarter. Tyler Basic made 1 of 2 there. That's 13 points for him. 14 points for him. 2, 1, and that misses. Well guarded by Tyler Basic. Jack Bruckner didn't get an accurate shot off. And after 3 quarters of play, Elizabeth Forward up 57 to 45. Fourth quarter coming up next. You're watching Bethel Park Public Access Television. Comcast 21 and Verizon 32, that's the broadcast channels. You may also be watching this on YouTube, Blackhawk TV, all regular season games. You get live video home and away. You can find games on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Just search Blackhawk TV 412. Hit the subscribe button as well. Whenever we go live, you'll get notified. So anytime boys or girls basketball is being broadcast, you'll know because you hit that subscribe button. You can also follow BPTV on Facebook and on X. The handle on X is at Bethel Park TV. Our whole schedule's been released, and we also make announcements too whenever we're going to broadcast games, just to remind you that they're happening. And all games are also live on cable TV as well. So if you're somebody that still has cable in your household, great news. If you're in the Bethel Park area, BPTV is a place you can go to find live sports. We did the entire football season this year, including playoffs as well, because we had some great sponsors supporting us along the way. And now we get to do basketball here throughout the entire regular season. We'll be doing the home and away games for both the boys and girls basketball teams. Nice that there's really no conflicts in their schedules, so it affords us the ability to do that for you here in Bethel Park. Pass out, Herschel Roth. Tried for the layup, but whistle stops play. A foul looks like it's going to be reported. Precy was one of 2 Bethel Park players in there, and he is called for the foul. Precy, first personal foul, team's first of the quarter. Herschel Roth to the line to shoot 2 since it was a shooting foul. First one's in. That's 13 points for him. Second's in 2, 14 points. Tied as the second leading scorer is Herschel Roth for Elizabeth Forward, and now it's a 59-45 game. Bethel Park. Jack Bruckner with the ball, dribbles in, tries for a layup off the backboard, it's good. Jack Bruckner, 3 points for him individually. 47 in total for Bethel Park. But even with that total, they're trailing by 12. Missed shot there, rebound by Bethel Park, taken back across court, and there was Joe Parisi, and he lost control. The ball went into the stands, and the officials said it was off Bethel Park. So Elizabeth Forward will get the inbound from that far sideline. Justin Flournoy with 4 personal fouls, inbounds. Now 7 minutes left in this final quarter of regulation. Herschel Roth with it. Top of the key. Now there's Evan Devine. Tries to dribble the left lane. Can't find too much space to shoot, so he passes out, and a whistle stops play. A travel called on James Guile. So Elizabeth Forward turns it over. 6:51 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas to Hamill, who loses possession. Stolen away by Elizabeth Forward. Driving in is Tyler Basic, and he makes the routine basket. 16 points for him now in this game. Bethel Park quick to transition to offense. And Michael Bruckner makes that basket. 6 points for him. 61-49 score. Inside, there's Herschelroth, who misses the layup. Rebounded by Flournoy, and his shot blocked by Michael Bruckner. And Bruckner, who tried to drag the ball away from Flournoy, looks like he's going to get a foul call. So Justin Flournoy, his fifth individual foul means he is fouled out of this game. 5 individual fouls for a foul out, so Flournoy no longer allowed to re-enter the game. Mitchell Vuick will sub in for Elizabeth Forward after the foul out. And Elizabeth Forward with 1 team foul in this quarter. Hamill for 3, it missed. And off the chest of Will Sabatis. Hamill tried to save it, but an over and back violation called, so Elizabeth Forward will get possession back, and now 2 officials will converge and have a conversation about that play. 6 minutes, 3 seconds left, fourth quarter. It's a 61-49 game that Bethel Park is not leading right now. And the officials look like they're going to overturn the call that they made on the floor and give Bethel Park possession back. Down inbound by Bethel Park. There's Thomas with it. Thomas to Devine. Devine dribbles inside, tries for the shot, and it missed. Didn't even hit the rim. Rebounded by Herschelroth. Inside to Vuick, who passes out to Herschelroth on that left wing. Over there is Daniel Spence back to the top of the key. Tries a 13-foot floater that missed. Rebounded, though, by James Guile, and he makes that basket. 9 points for him in the game. It's 63-49. Elizabeth Forward leads. 5.5 minutes left. Fourth quarter. Spence again. Quick transition over to offense. Elizabeth Forward, quick score there. 20 points now for Daniel Spence. He leads all scorers. Now 65-49 game. 3 attempts for Hamill, who's put on an impressive display in this game. Third 3 for Jude Hamill. He's up to 11 points now. It's 65-52. Bethel Park trails by 13. And with that, a change of possession again. James Guile called with a foul, his 3rd personal foul. Elizabeth Forward's 2nd of the quarter. And there's just a floor foul, so Bethel Park just gets possession back. Three attempt made, long shot about 22 feet away is missed by Hamill. Rebounded by Elizabeth Forward. Here comes Tyler Basic. Still has the ball, tries to find some space to dribble, but he missed the shot. And Bethel Park gets the rebound. Hamill, quick transition, backward pass. Now Bethel Park around the horn a bit for Jack Bruckner eventually. And Bruckner makes the shot from beyond the arc on the right wing. Bruckner, first 3 of the game, 6 points for him in this one. Bethel Park makes it a 10-point game again. Bethel Park trailing 65-55 with about 4.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And Bethel Park uses another timeout. 1 timeout left for Bethel Park in this game. Rico Abadanza in his first season as head coach of the Bethel Park Blackhawks boys basketball team And this is legitimately his first game. Bethel Park hasn't even played in any tournaments yet. No formal exhibitions on the schedule. They're going to play at an Upper St. Clair tournament this weekend on Friday. But this is the first game that he is the head coach of the Bethel Park Blackhawks boys basketball team. So a bit of recent history being witnessed here that you get to see. Unfortunately, Bethel Park on the wrong side of the score right now. And the lead grows for Elizabeth Forward on that three by Tyler Basic. He's up to 19 points, second leading scorer for Elizabeth Forward. Will Sabatis gets in there quickly and drops in a two off the backboard. Sabatis with 8 points now. It's 68-57. Bethel Park has 4 minutes to try to overcome this 11-point deficit. Buick tries to drive in, no space for him, so passes back out to Herschelroth. He's being guarded heavily by Sabatis, and a whistle stops play. Elizabeth Forward elects to call a timeout. That'll allow them to retain possession and avoid any contests made by Bethel Park on that particular sequence. 3 timeouts left for Elizabeth Forward, 1 timeout left for Bethel Park. In the remainder of regulation, 3:53 left in the fourth quarter. All quarters in Pennsylvania high school basketball, 8 minutes. Bethel Park has a few solid scores in this game, but nothing right now that compares to Elizabeth Forward. 20 points for Daniel Spence, 19 points for Tyler Basic. Combined, those two have almost 10 three-pointers made. And then Cy Herschelroth with 14 points. And they've been most of the offense for Elizabeth Forward in this game. Bethel Park just hasn't been able to stop their impact on offense. Elizabeth Forward has been fouling way more than Bethel Park has. Justin Flournoy, in particular, fouled 5 times. He's out of the game now, but you're fouling out. It's 5 in high school basketball for the foul out. So despite fouling more than Bethel Park, Elizabeth Forward has an 11-point lead with limited time in the fourth quarter. Foul called on that play. James Guile with now 4 personal fouls after being called there. 3 fouls for Elizabeth Forward in the quarter. 68-57 is the score. Pass in to Michael Bruckner, dribbles and fights for space but misses. And rebounded by Buick. Now Elizabeth Forward will take it back across court. Pass around, there's Spence with it now. Spence dribbling. Elizabeth Forward is at an advantage right now. There's no shot clock in high school basketball in Pennsylvania. As Guile makes that shot, and he's now a double-digit scorer, 11 points for him. And Elizabeth Forward continues to increase its lead. Just a desperation 3 attempted there by Hamill. That missed. And contested possession called as Michael Bruckner was fighting with James Guile for possession of that basketball. Elizabeth Forward will inbound, but with no shot clock, as long as a team passes, moves the ball, doesn't stay still, no violations will be called. There's a foul there. Jack Bruckner got called for a push. He's got 3 personal now in the game. Bethel Park with 2 in the quarter. It's a 13-point game. Elizabeth Forward with a comfortable lead for this point in the game. Inside dribble by Daniel Spence, contested heavily, and here comes Braden Bruckner to try to get that one off the ground. But as he was getting possession, a whistle stopped play. And Elizabeth Forward will get to inbound. Michael Bruckner called for the foul, his 3rd personal. Bethel Park with 3 team fouls now in the quarter. Shot made there by Guile. He's got 13 now in the game. Bethel Park gets that ball stolen away. Daniel Spence receives the pass from Tyler Basic, but he misses that breakaway layup. And Bethel Park takes it back across court. Bruckner on the right wing, dribbles inside, had some space, but he fumbled the ball and turned it over. Tyler Basic, 19-point scorer in this game, tries to get to 20, but he missed. And now a scramble for the ball in Elizabeth Forward's backcourt. There's Guile who has it, and as he passed it over, Elizabeth Forward calls a timeout to keep possession. They've got plenty of timeouts in their pockets right now. Now 2 timeouts left, but they had 3 before they called that timeout. So 2 left for Elizabeth Forward, just 1 left for Bethel Park. In a game that Elizabeth Forward is really breaking a game that they've really broken away in. 15-point game it is, 72 to 57 is the score. Bethel Park's next games that they're going to play, they're not going to play again until December the 6th. They're going to play at the Upper St. Clair tournament. Elizabeth Forward already played a couple games as a part of the MVI Shootout Classic at South Allegheny, where they lost to South Allegheny, then won to Thomas Jefferson. Or won against Thomas Jefferson, to be more clear on that. The next game we're going to cover on BPTV and Blackhawk TV is the girls basketball game against Mars on Friday. The next boys game will be the second of a doubleheader on Tuesday, December the 10th, when both the boys and girls play Cannon Mac. Evan Devine called for the foul, his 4th personal. Bethel Park's 4th of the quarter. Herschelroth made that shot, so 16 points for him. He missed the and one conversion attempt. Here comes Bethel Park back on offense. 1.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Braden Bruckner to Michael Bruckner, tried for a 3 in the corner but missed. Elizabeth Forward rebounds and tries to get it back across half court. The full court press has not worked too successfully for Bethel Park. Elizabeth Forward's been slippery and able to get around it and score more often than Bethel Park has. Evan Devine called for the foul. That's 5 personal for him. So each team has had a foul out in this game, and Elizabeth Forward now in double bonus time with Bethel Park reaching 5 team fouls in the quarter. Daniel Spence, already the leading scorer for both teams in this game. He's at 20 right now. He will have the opportunity to shoot 2 free ones, being in double bonus now. Any foul, floor foul or shooting foul, there'll be an automatic 2 free throws for the remainder of the game for Elizabeth Forward. And now a floor substitution coming here. 4 players now into the game. Most of the starters and regular players out. First one's up and good by Daniel Spence, who's got 21 points now in the game. So they only gave Daniel Spence 1 shot. There's no single bonus in high school basketball anymore. And a 3 made by Braden Bruckner, and that's going to be 10 points for him now if that basket counts, but the official's going to discuss. Yeah, double bonus is automatic when one team gets to 5. There's no single bonus in high school basketball in Pennsylvania. So we'll see what the officials decide to do to rectify this. Right now the score is 75-57 as listed on the board. I mean, that's definitely interesting there. The only reason it would be 1 shot is if Daniel Spence had made the basket while having a foul committed against him. So this definitely is something that, at least from my perspective, the officials may have just slipped on here a bit. They're bringing Daniel Spence back onto the court. It looks like they were going to sub him out if he had made both baskets. They're going to rectify their mistake now. They're going to let Spence shoot again. And they're They didn't take Bruckner's points off the board after he made that 3, and they're talking about it now. Actually, they did take it off the board. Bruckner's back to 7. So the basket, I'm confused now. I've never seen that happen before. I mean, that's just something that I guess everybody's mind slips. But the score is 75-60. That's what's on the board now. Bethel Park still trailing, and they're trailing by 15. And a miss there. Bruckner is credited with a 3-pointer, so he's at 10 points now. And a whistle stops play as the foul is going to be reported here. Looks like they gave Daniel Spence the second opportunity to shoot, and he missed the shot. So he's at 21 points. Braden Bruckner made a 2-point basket there, and as Elizabeth Ford was trying to transition back to offense, so whistle stop play, and Bethel Park will get possession back. It's 75-62, so after all the confusion, we're back to playing fluid basketball. I mean, with or without the free throw, it looks like Elizabeth Ford's going to finish this game with a win. Enrico Abadanza of Bethel Park, the head coach, his first game coaching for Bethel Park, looks like he's going to start his career 0-1. Mike Bruckner with a 2-pointer there. He's got 8. And Bethel Park now trails by 11. Tyler Basic in the game, and he is fouled by Michael Bruckner. Bruckner 4 personal fouls. Elizabeth Ford already in double bonus time. Tyler Basic will shoot 2. First one's good, and Elizabeth Ford now has 2 20-point scores in this game. First one's good. Basic at 20, and he makes the second. He ties Daniel Spence for the leading scorer with 21 points, and a 3 made there by Will Thomas. Thomas at 7 individual points. It's back to a 10-point game. 15 seconds left in regulation. Spence to Basic, and a whistle stops play as Basic got kind of ran over there by Michael Bruckner. And Bruckner, that's his 5th personal foul, so he's fouled out. That's 2 foul outs for Bethel Park in this game. Elizabeth Ford just had 1. Bethel Park had Evan Devine and Michael Bruckner foul out now. Justin Flournoy fouled out for Elizabeth Ford about 5 or 6 minutes ago. And with that foul occurring in double bonus time, Tyler Basic will have 2 free throws. He missed the first of 2. He has an opportunity, though, to become the leading scorer among all players in this game if he makes this one, and he doesn't. So he stays at 21. 10 seconds left. Foul called immediately as Bethel Park went across court. Daniel Spence called for the personal foul, his 4th, and that's Bethel Park's, that's Elizabeth Ford's 4th team foul of the game. Pass in, Braden Bruckner inside, shoots it off the backboard and missed. And Elizabeth Ford can just take this slow. They're being full court pressed. Doesn't really matter though. Time expires and the final score ends in a difference of 10. Elizabeth Ford Warriors beat the Bethel Park Blackhawks 77-67. And just an abundance of scores for Elizabeth Ford. High scores in this game. Tyler Basic and Daniel Spence finish as the leaders. They each had 21 points. Cy Herschelroth finished with 16 points, and James Guile finished with 13. Those were the really only scorers in the game for Elizabeth Ford. Justin Flournoy finished with 4 points, so minimal offensive scoring output for him. But among the 5 scorers that put up points for Elizabeth Ford that allowed them to put up 77 total and win by 10, Bethel Park Had a few players get close to or just a bit over the 10-point mark. Braden Bruckner finished with 12, and he was the leading scorer for Bethel Park. Several players had 8. Jude Hamill had 11. He made 3 threes in the game. Just too many turnovers for Bethel Park in this one. There's a pretty simple answer. Is just maybe slowing down a little bit when they transition into offense, securing some of those passes that they lost opportunities on. I mean, they fumbled away some routine passes, let some routine passes go into the stands by just not looking the ball into their hands. Just routine things that could be cleaned up. A 10-point loss, though, in Rico Abadanza's first game as the head coach of the Bethel Park Blackhawks boys basketball team. An odd section game, though, so that's what these games are played for too early in the season, to kind of get a feel for each opponent that you play, and then whenever those section games come around, you can look to play a little bit better based on what you learn from the games that you play otherwise, for sure. So our coverage of basketball will continue on Friday, December the 6th. The Bethel Park girls basketball team is going to play Mars. Then the girls team is going to play Elizabeth Forward on Saturday, December 7th at 3 p.m. So you can watch that on BPTV and Blackhawk TV Live. And then a battle of the Washington County line. Canon-Mac doubleheader coming up next Tuesday. Both the girls and the boys team going to play at Canon-Mac, and we'll have that game for you right here on Blackhawk TV on YouTube and BPTV cable, Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. Appreciate the crew for tonight's game that came out and covered this for you. John doing the directing, Ryder running camera, Linus the graphics controller, and then Anthony Veltri back at our BPTV studios bringing this game onto cable for those of you that choose traditional media. And my name is Nicholas Callis. It's been a pleasure bringing you through this game. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube, Blackhawk TV 412. We'd appreciate the support, and you get notified whenever we go live. So that's a benefit for you as well. And you can also check us out again on TV as well, Comcast 21 and Verizon 32 in the Bethel Park area. That's Bethel Park TV. These games are broadcast live on television, so make sure you understand that as well. Everything is live when we do it. And, of course, if you're interested in volunteering, contact Dave Cable, 412-831-3304, or email him dcable, C-A-B-L-E, dcable at bethelparkpa.gov. Or if you're a student and you want to participate, go down to Mr. K in room 104 anytime throughout the day and just let him know you're interested in helping to cover sports. My name is Nicholas Callis. One more time, repeating the final score. Elizabeth Forward, 77. Bethel Park, 67. This has been a presentation of Blackhawk TV and Bethel Park Public Access Television.